Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another brick building video. Today we're gonna build Iblock, which is a Ukrainian brand, and usually I go for vehicles only. I don't really like scenery and buildings and stuff, but since I am serving as a combat medic in Ukraine, I thought this was really cool. It is a Polovi Zhital, which means a field hospital. So this, we get a little field hospital, and then we also get a little ambulance to go with it. We also get 3 figurines, but I'm not going to build them because the figures from Iblock really suck. And yes, it's the Armia series, and it's pretty cool. We see a little Ukrainian flag, and Slava Ukraini, which means glory to Ukraine. On the back side, we see some more details. It looks like we're going to get a stretcher and a little field hospital tent, that little small ambulance. It's 365 pieces, model number 921-495. And we see that we have Ruchomi Detali, which is movable details, and Dveri Vidzinjayutsia, which means the doors open. So that's going to be the back door, I assume, to the ambulance. So let's open this thing up, if we can. And as always with Iblock, they have huge boxes. I don't know why. Huge boxes to these quite small models. You can see this is a big inlay. So we have, that's a figure, one of the figures, or it's actually all 3 of them, and some parts to them. So it's quite a lot of bags actually for only 365 pieces. And then, yes, as always, unfortunately, we have some stickers. There's just no way getting around that with most of the Ukrainian brand brick buildings. And this is really thick, but yeah, it's only 2 instructions, or actually 1 instruction for every page. So it's very big. But I prefer a real booklet instead of like a big sheet, which you have to fold all the time. So this is actually really neat. Okay guys, let's start building. Alright, here we have it, our finished ambulance and our stab point and our stretcher included. Again, I don't build the minifigures, I just don't like them, and they're always the same, whatever Iblock or Limo model I build. So anyway, so well, I'm gonna say first of all that I don't recommend anyone buying this, and I realized as I'm building this that this has to be an older model, because the boxes are in Ukrainian and they are now in English. So I reckon they're trying to expand, probably sell these models outside of Ukraine. But these first models before the English boxes came along are a little bit different. And there's 2 things. First of all, the color is different. We can see this one is fully green instead of all those camouflage stickers that you see on the more recent models. And then, yes, you have Ukrainian on the box. And then one very, very, very bad thing. The brick quality is really, really bad. It is really, really bad. And that is something I have not seen in any single Iblock model before. But I think all of the models I built before are these newer ones where the boxes are in English. Let me show you an example here on the stab point itself. Whoops. So let that just be like that. If we look at these beds here, which has this is supposed to be pillows, I reckon, you can see how off center this one is. This one is really off center. It goes to its right side, to our left, while this one in the middle is normal. So this piece here, I could not fit here, how hard I tried. But then I changed this one that was here to the right side and just put this one on the left, and then it clicked in without any problem. But you can see how off center it is. Let me see if I can take it off and show you. Whoops. Oh, I see. So yeah, look at how off. Can I get the camera to focus, please? Yeah, look at how off center this piece is. Wow, that is really bad. And there were several cases when that happened, and I had to deconstruct the ambulance just to get the change the piece, because those off-center pieces would they would work on some places, but on other places they wouldn't. And then you have this kind of stuff, like it doesn't really even stick together there because they're so low quality. So you can see this thing here. I can hang it up there, but you just barely touch it and it's gonna move and very easily fall off. So the brick quality is really bad. Building the stab point itself and the stretcher was quite easy, and instructions were clear enough. With the ambulance, the instructions were a bit worse, and here I really had problems with those bad bricks, which I just had to compensate somehow by picking it apart and trading for exactly identical piece in another area. And then the bad thing with the ambulance is that it's just so unstable that it kept falling apart in my hands as I was building it. And some of the instructions, or rather some of the construction designs, are questionable at best. Like, I don't understand, for example, this piece, you could have put that whole thing together separately, but no, you do it piece by piece on the ambulance. And that's kind of, when it's that fragile, it's much better to put it together, outside, and then just put it on when it's done. But I would go a few steps ahead in the instructions booklet and see when I could do that, and I put things together outside of the ambulance, and then when it was done, I just put it together. So the ambulance has two openable doors, driver's door and passenger door. Then we have this openable openable roof. In here we got some details, and that's all stickers. And then that shouldn't come off like that, but it's these parts are not very you can see this. I have to really turn them hard, these pieces, but you're supposed to be able to just lift off or lift the roof actually off without that happening. And then we have this one, the back door, which is also openable, and that works better without breaking. We have the engine block here, but there's no engine inside. It's just an openable hood. And we have some, you can't really see it, but there's more stickers inside here. Like you have a speedometer, I guess you call it in English. And well, I can say that I like this color better. And if you looked at my previous Iblock videos, we have some problems where on the box it's a completely different color, but here it's actually it looks like it does on color-wise, I should say. It looks like it does on the box. One big problem though is if we look here at the box, first of all, look at these lights here, the ambulance lights. Well, and then look at the ambulance itself. We have these two white ones and two red ones, and they're all flats. But on the box, we have two really huge red ones and two white ones. So it's different, and I really don't like that, because I think that's kind of like that is definitely scamming, because you're showing something. If you build this, if you buy this product, you're gonna get this, but then you get something completely different. I don't mind photoshopping lights that look like this and stuff like that. That's fine. I realized that it's not going to be working lights in this building block model, but yeah, I don't like that. Another bad thing, we have these stickers. I really hate stickers, but okay, I don't mind if there's like one sticker over one thing, but here we have a sticker that's over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and I really don't like that, because that means I can't deconstruction this without breaking the sticker, and then it's never gonna look like it's, you know, it was supposed to look like. So I think that's kind of sad. Let's see if this goes into the ambulance. Nope, it does not. So that's also kind of weird that the stretcher doesn't go into the ambulance, but it is like it is. This took me 1 hour and 10 minutes to build, and I would say perhaps 10 minutes or 50 minutes to sort the pieces. So you're looking at about 1 hour and 30 minutes build time if you count sorting the pieces. And I mean, this was really cheap, so yeah, I didn't have high expectations, but I built a few Iblocks before and they were all quite okay, but this one was pretty bad, so I was a little bit surprised by that. But again, it's because it's an older model. Well, guys, that is it. Stay around, stick around, and look at the photo shoot and the video coming to see more of this model. Give me a comment what you think of this build, and take a second to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss out on the next videos. If you want to help me out a little bit extra, you can become a supporting member of the channel for only $2.99 a month, or you can do a one-time donation with YouTube Super Thanks or PayPal, and you can find my PayPal address in the video description. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.